And these were what I put the deposit on. And these are all actually stretch bracelets. So, moonstone and amethyst. This is the most exciting. This is gold rutilated quartz. I should take one of these out. But the reason this was the most exciting is, first of all, these are all double A grade gemstones, which is like the highest grade. It means that they are that they're 100% natural and that they've been processed very well. So this is one of the more rare rutilated quartz. I remember I bought a strain of this exact stuff from my mom. It was in a different shape in the States, probably about the same amount of beads as this has on it, and it was $30. So I was really amazed to find some of this. And I mean, it was still really expensive. I'm not even gonna mention that. So here's some of that gray sandstone, which really it looks more blue to me. Gray sandstone, and this is fluoride. I have all sorts of different colors of fluoride. It's one of my favorites because it can really be any color, because fluoride is actually glass that's been compressed and turned to stone, basically, because that's how I understand it. So, not fluoride, fluorite. I said fluoride. What's wrong with me? Fluorite. Oh, here's a good example. So like this. This is more fluorite. Ta-da! Really cool colors. This is more fluorite. This is carnelian. It's an orange stone. And like I said, these are actually like solid bracelets. They're stretch bracelets. I mean, I guess if anyone wants any of these, I might sell one. But I'm planning to cut these apart and make cooler things out of them. So we might have to barter. So there's lots of rose quartz, because I love rose quartz. It's really easy to just put with everything. This is a really cool one. I only bought 3, and I should have bought more because they're super cool. This is zoladite with ruby. So the pinkish that you see is actually ruby. And I went, before I bought it, I went to one of the jewelry places in town, and actually, well, I mean, I bought some first, and I asked them, like, is this legitimately what it is? And they were really surprised to see it and said that yes, it is zoladite with ruby. And then I got a couple tiger's eye, which personally I don't really like, but I think it's cool, but I wouldn't wear it. But I think it'll be cool to work with some of the charms that I've gotten from the temples and stuff like that. And that's not all. I'm really excited about my beads, so I'm going to show you lots of them. And I'm done buying jewelry supplies, if you can't imagine. Okay, here's some turquoise. That's very lovely turquoise. Of course, jade. Jade is very popular and very inexpensive here. So I bought all sorts of green jades. There's malachite. Different varieties of malachite. And I don't remember what this green stone is called. But I always mix up malachite and this stone. But this stone is really distinctive because it's layered so much. You can see. So what I'm going to probably end up doing, because these are so heavy, is I'm probably going to end up wearing like this many. And I'm going to send all the girls through wearing like a bunch of the bracelets. That way it doesn't add on to my weight in my bag. They might get mad at me though. So here's some large fluorite. Here's another jade that's really super green. I got some amethyst. They only had one of these, and I was really sad because it's shaped like bamboo, amethyst. This isn't tiger's eye. It's another kind of stone. But she went through with me on the receipt. I have all the different stone types. She had a catalog, like an official catalog of all the different stone types. But I mean, she buys these. I can imagine, especially with the discount she gave me, I can't imagine how much she buys these for. But she buys these at thousands and thousands at a time. So she probably gets huge discounts. But she gets these from jewelers in Thailand, who get them from, I don't know, miners in Thailand. I don't know. I know that the gemstones are from Thailand. Woo-woo. And I might keep one of the fluoride together as a bracelet for myself. But yeah, if anyone wants one of those, let me know and maybe we can make a deal. So I haven't gone to the Long Neck Village, which it's in northern Thailand. The Long Neck Village, I actually learned about this from the National Geographic's TV show Taboo. The Long Neck Village is a village of native Thai men and women, who the women put brass rings around their necks to make their necks appear longer, which is why it's, Long Neck Village. And it's really interesting because they start out when they're very little, like between the ages of 3 and 6, with one brass ring, and as they get older, they add rings and they tighten it, and it actually doesn't lengthen their neck. To lengthen body parts like that, you have to break the bones and then reset them. So that's not how they do it. But what happens is the brass, which if you don't know, brass is very, very heavy. At least pure brass is. So what happens is the brass weighs down and actually starts to bend their collarbones, and their rib cages, actually, by the time they're older, their rib cages have collapsed. And so forcing this down, all downward, makes them appear to have really long necks. And it's a super big tourist site. So they sell a lot of things there, and I didn't get the opportunity to go there, and really I don't want to because they try to guilt trip you really bad into buying stuff. But I did find a seller that was selling them for a little bit more expensive than what they sold them for in the Long Neck Village. But they make a lot of brass coiled jewelry, because of the coils on their necks. And and also they believe that the coils on their necks make them more beautiful. And when they interviewed the men from the village, they said that the brass rings were their mark on their women. It was their way to make it very clear who their women were, and because they wouldn't want other men coming in and taking their women. And so I was talking to one of my friends today who is studying to be a recreational therapist, and I was saying, since they never marry outside of their village, I wonder if that's caused any genetic disorders. But anyways, I'm getting nerdy up in here. So I got some brass rings, and what's really cool is even though brass is heavy, it's really malleable, which is why they're able to coil it. And so these rings are adjustable completely. This one's really cool. I'm going to keep one for myself. I haven't really decided. Sorry, the air is so dry. I kind of wish it would rain. But yeah, so I bought some coiled rings. I bought a few wooden keychains today that were probably made by not a 3D printer, but a laser burner thingy. That was super specific. Some of you know what I'm talking about, surely. But it was painted, and then the symbols and words were burned into the wood, and I'm sure it was done by machine, because if that was done by hand, they would know. So, Another reason I went to the night market, other than to pick up all of my amazing gemstones, was to go see a Thai drag show, which here in Thailand they refer to them as ladyboys. If you say drag queen, they have no idea what the heck you're talking about. And this was something that when I was going to Thailand, it was up there on my list. I wanted to go see a Thai drag show because Thai drag queens are world renowned for just being amazing. And especially in a country like Thailand where surgeries are super inexpensive. Not saying like sex change, those are still expensive and I don't know how common they are. But I mean, like, a lot of them will get like plastic surgery on their face to look more feminine, like, narrower noses, double eyelids, and also breasts. A lot of them will keep the male parts, but they'll add some female parts to the top, which was super impressive, and I was very jealous of a few. But it cost like 290 baht, and it came with a free drink and a snack, which was cool. I drank water because it was Chang beer, and Chang beer is basically like a slightly better version of Bud Light, and I hate that stuff. So I just got water. But it was, I got there half an hour late, so I didn't see the whole show, and I might go back. I took lots of video, but I didn't have a very good seat until like maybe the last half hour of the show. But oh my goodness, it was amazing. All of the queens were stunning. One of the first shows that I got to see was a duet where it was the same person doing the duet, and so they had themselves painted half man, half woman, and they had like the half outfit on, and that was super freaking cool. And just all sorts of amazing stuff. I have some videos. One of the songs they did Rihanna's crap. I can't remember what it's called, but it's really inappropriate. The song is like, how does it go? Something about like, I might be bad, but I'm perfectly good at it. Sex in the air, I love the smell of it. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but whips and chains excite me. I recorded that whole display, and it is not for children. It was really amazing, but it was definitely, 18 and older, mature only, but I'll post that video to YouTube separately. I'll probably post all of the videos that I've taken here in Thailand, which include some street dancers I took video of. I took video of a ride in one of the vehicles, I think. I took videos of the elephants being washed. Might have taken a video riding the elephants in the jungle. I don't remember because I didn't want to drop my tablet. I took videos of the drag queens. And I think that's all I had video of. Oh, I have a video of us crossing that crazy bridge. But yeah, I'll probably post those after the trip. But it's been an amazing day. It's been an adventure. I can't even talk. So I'm gonna cook some of my instant Thai breakfast porridge for dinner, which I will probably buy more of. They have them at the 7-Eleven for 11 baht a pack, and I can eat one of those for a whole meal. And 11 baht is like not even 20 cents. might be 30 cents at the most. It doesn't have MSG in it. It tastes just like ramen noodles. So, excitement. Still working through my macarons from the Amazon cafe. I bought them like 2 days ago, so they're getting a little stale, but they're very good. I would take these back to the States, but they'd be stale. They're so fresh. So I'm sorry. Just big jelly. It's by Apple Macaron, but they're all different flavors. And actually, there's a pink one with blue icing right there. The blue icing tastes just like a Sour Patch Kid. I kid you not. anywho, that was my day. I'm gonna go shower and, well, no, I'm gonna eat food and then I'm gonna shower. Priorities. So have a good night.